Let me begin by my story, and let me tell you this. I was born and raised a Christian, so my life has always been about evangelism and sharing my story and what God has done for me. But I found in reflecting on this assignment this week, reflecting on the most effective way of evangelizing for me is not just a canned story of what Jesus has meant to me, but it's what is current in my life. What has Jesus done for me lately? And then, in fact, whoever God brings into my path, what is the pain point for them? What are they going through that I can relate to and share with them that I was in the same storm they were in, but here's what brought me through that storm. And it was my relationship with Jesus. And so, again, current events and a relative story for somebody that I come in contact with that is a divine appointment. So in my current context right now, the reason I thought this would be very difficult for me, I am about to do the funeral service for my father-in-law, who just passed away less than 2 weeks ago from COVID. And also my mother-in-law, his wife of 63 years, is not out of the woods yet. She is slowly recovering from the same devastating illness. And so I thought, oh, well, how in the world am I going to share a current testimony? Well, actually, it's very easy. My story is, this is something that the entire world is going through. Everybody has been affected by the pandemic. Everybody has been affected, had a family member, had a close loved one that's been affected by COVID, that's been perhaps even to the point of passing away. We've all been affected by it. And how has this affected me? Well, because of my being a Christian, because of having Jesus in my life, because of having the peace that passes understanding, not only was I and my family able to get through this crisis and still going through this crisis, we are able to do it with peace and with I would say joy, but we're able to go through it differently than somebody else because we have the strength, we have the inner braces for the outer pressures of life. And so that is my testimony. My father-in-law did pass away, and he was able to come home from the hospital, and he was able to die in his home with his wife of 63 years in the bed next to him. And he was surrounded by his children. He was surrounded by his grandchildren. We were singing songs of praise, and we were praying together, and we were crying together. We were laughing together as we told stories about things that had happened. So that's my testimony. What happened to me that allowed me to go through the same storm that everybody on the planet is going through right now, but to have a peace about it, to have a strength that is holding me up in spite of what we are facing. And I asked the Lord that this would not just be an assignment, but that this would be a divine appointment. And I prayed sincerely that this week I would be able to share how the Lord has helped me through this past couple weeks, and how he will continue to help us to get through this storm. Because there are many, many, many people that are out there that are facing exactly the same circumstance, but they don't have the strength of Almighty God to help them. So Lord, please help me to come in contact with at least one of those people in the next couple of days, that I can share with them how the Lord has helped me through that same exact situation and storm that they are going through. And let me be able to help them by sharing with them the gospel of Jesus Christ.